Switch plays Pac-Man.
Pac-Man fever.
I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm headed to the
Yeah, this is pretty awful, isn't it? This is really, really bad. Okay, let's turn this off then. Ouch. Okay, so back as a huge group. Okay, so here's what I do now. Let's talk about some of the scenarios. And as I should reemphasize this, I like sort of like the give and win then. So you've got some situation, as you're given. Something happens in that situation. What do we expect to have happen? What do we expect to result as from that action in the win? So, and let's start simple. So, like, what are some of the sort of fundamental scenarios?
When start game or given start game,
Okay.
initialize the board.
Started. Actually, well, okay, that's not given. When a new game is started, then the game board is initialized. We can probably refine that, but it's a good place to start. Okay. Okay, so you've got okay the game board. Okay, so what happens next? So there's there is a game board. Okay, with Pac-Man on the board. Okay.
When user input.
User inputs what?
WASD is easy.
Ah, okay. Right, inputs the nice. Okay, and so which key? WASD. Okay. Okay, so what letter? What character? W. Okay. The W key. Then what happens?
Pac-Man changes his orientation. Pac-Man goes up.
Pac-Man goes up. Interesting. Okay. Somebody else. What are some other? So what some scenarios follow on to this?
There's a game board with Pac-Man on it, and the user does nothing, and Pac-Man just goes in the direction.
Pac-Man continues in the direction that I guess he's a man, is facing. Okay. Oops, does nothing. Okay. And then I guess similarly for here, we could say, oops, tools, nope, insert table. Oh, how do I insert a row? There we go. Insert row below. Okay, so then variations on this is what was it? A and then Pac-Man. WASD, and then Pac-Man goes. A would be left. Goes. S would be down, and then D would be right. Okay. Okay, so those variations there. Okay. So Pac-Man continues in the direction he's facing. Okay, what else? Ah, okay. So when Pac-Man moves onto a pellet, a regular pellet, then what happens? Huh? And okay. Okay. Eats it, and the pellet is removed from the board. Moved from the board. And yep, okay, the pellet is okay. We'll just make this into a bolded list. The pellet is moved from the board, and the score increases by I don't know some amount, 10 points or something. 10 points. Okay. It actually was Vince Neil from Motley Crue, by the way, down there. Sorry.
So also when the game starts, the score is 0.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Pac-Man has an initial location.
Yeah, a new game has started. Then the game is initialized. The score is 0. And Pac-Man is at the initial location.
There's something about his lives.
Oh, yeah. Pac-Man, nice. Has 3 lives? All right. Gotta get your quarters worth. Okay. What else? Oops. Yes. Sorry, I need to insert a new row here, apparently. Okay. Given Pac-Man is facing a wall, when Pac-Man attempts to move, yeah, Pac-Man stays in the same place. And why is that? It's messed up. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. What we got? We've got. Oops. Come on. There we go. We've got new game. We've got Pac-Man moving around. We've got facing a wall. What else? Ah, okay. Right. So Pac-Man is facing a blank spot. So when Pac-Man moves forward, attempts to move forward, then what? What? Yeah, right. Yeah, Pac-Man is now at that spot. Okay. Cool. Okay. Ah, yes. Sore. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Other scenarios? Yeah.
Given edge of board and no wall, Pac-Man moves and wraps.
Oh,
around.
wow. Yeah, totally. Wow, Pac-Man's tough. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Pac-Man is facing a portal at the edge of the board. Pac-Man is moved to the other side of the portal.
All the dots are gone and new levels loaded.
Oh, right. Nice. When all of the dots, pellets, have been eaten, well, truly, when Pac-Man eats the last remaining pellet, then the level is 1 and a new level appears. Cool. And there's ghosts and there's like the strawberry and all other stuff. But I think this is good enough to start, right? So let's not worry about ghosts and stuff like that. Okay, good. Okay, actually, thanks for whoever put this picture there, because actually I think it helps a lot to be able to see, like, here's what we're looking at, but I don't know what all that is, besides bad photography, perhaps? I don't know. Okay, how might we implement this? Like, what are some of your thoughts on how we would implement this? What classes we need? What Oops. What do we need? Perhaps. More conceptually, though, a little higher level. So, like, what are some of the nouns? What are some of the verbs that what we're looking at here?
So usually with games like this, you have some kind of state action card, so you have some kind of board state
Okay.
class probably. And a game class that can take a board state in action and put you into board state. Action card.
Takes a board state and action, and results in a new board state.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys like just some state class or a board class that
Okay.
represents everything.
Yeah.
The environment where it goes to is where Pac-Man is, how many dots are left, and then feed an action and a board that should return the new thing.
Cool. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Is that good to get started? Any other thoughts that you want to share before we start diving into some code?
Probably want Pac-Mans.
So-
Like pellets.
Pellets? Okay, yeah, all right.
Maybe you want a class for a single cell on the board, like it represents state. Like whether it has a dot in it or whether it has or whether it has an in it or whether it has
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe. Okay. Well, so find a friend with a computer, pair up, and let's see where we're going. We'll check in about another half an hour or so.
Start talking about like what is a one.
Right, but it's a state that Pac-Man affects.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. We want to say.
All that stuff. Not exactly, probably, start small. Let's do board movement. We're good with balls next. Yeah.
Okay, so then.
So orientation. Number. Actually, a string that we gotta reference. How to store any orientation. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Pac-Man class. He's got no idea.
Stuff direction equals that east.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna have a Pac-Man class, Pac-Man implies Pac-Man is a school.
Oops. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's see here. Well, I could do that. Might as well do that. So. Oops. Okay. There's all. Oh, doesn't like it there, right? Okay, so now it's this one. Okay, so now I need to actually implement the board. Okay. margin. Good. Rows, columns. Okay, so I've got that. Say this dot board row 0 equal board dot to car array. And now what I want to do is a double for loop here. So you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make a method here that says initialize board. And I don't think I need, yeah. Okay, fine, it doesn't need to be final. That'll be okay, effectively final. So then, okay, so now what I'll need to do is iterate over the board. So for int row equals this dot board dot length for equals 0 while row is less than total length from row plus plus, and now int column, I don't know, maybe overdoing it here, equals 0 while column is less than this dot row dot length. Oh, sorry, this dot board row dot length column plus plus. Car C equals this dot board row column. Okay, so I got all of that. And you know what? I think I also need a PacMan direction, and then I'm also going to need okay, this dot PacMan row. Bam. PacMan row equals row. It's not final. Stop PacMan column equals column. Shouldn't be final. And call this direction. I'm going to call this method. I'm going to say set PacMan state. There we go. Going to inline that. Now this is going to be set PacMan state, row column, PacMan direction west. north, south. So Pac-Man tests again. One test failed, still that one. Okay, so now the tick method. Okay, I'm gonna move this into a method 2. I'll call it, oops, call it locate Pac-Man. Excuse me. Oops. This should go down there. Cool. Okay, so now I've got that. So now I need to just run the test one more time. Just do it from here. Run. Same one still failed. Now let's go back to this one. Implement the tick method. Okay. Okay, so now, so I gotta say, let's see here, car C equals, I need to be like the next, so, in this case, this is west. Well, okay, so actually, wait a second. Let's figure it out. In row, it's really next row, equals, too complex. Make it easy. Let's make it easy. Let's make it pass. And let's refactor it to more cases. Okay, so here, tick, we're going to have the following. We're going to say, int next row equals this .pacman row, int next column equals this .pacman column -1, and then so we're going to say this .board next row next column equals this, oops, character this, and then I say this .board this .pacman column, this oops, pacman row, this .pacman column equals empty space, and then that, and then that, and then I think get row equals this is the stub board dot row, and then what, new string, this, sweet, does it run? Yay, all that worked. Okay, now it gets a little more challenging, because now I need to have a test for Pac-Man facing east. Can move to an ugly cell, so now when the game board looks like this, my ticket moves like that. Okay, here we index out of bounds exception, not surprising at all. Okay. So
Command.
Oh, that made a second. Yeah.
I'm going to call this a method which is get next row. Nope. Okay, get next row. Well, actually, this is okay. I don't have to implement this one yet. This is going to be get next column. Get next column. I didn't even thought about it. Okay, cool. So. So let's see here. If dot direction equals if it's west, then turn that. Else, if this dot direction equals Pac-Man direction east, return this dot Pac-Man column +1, else throw unsupported operation exception. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. If he's facing north or south, it'll always stay in the same column. So otherwise, else return. Well, I don't know how to handle this direction yet. So I mean that way, if yeah, that way if we that way we'll have to write a test in order to validate that code right there. So I think that's right. That's the right thing to do. Okay, this is still going to fail because now I shouldn't get the radius out of bounds exception anymore, or he's facing the wrong direction. Okay, and so then equals. Okay, so now here I want to say this dot direction dot get. Well, you know what? Get Pac-Man car. Switch on this dot direction. Case east. Return east. Case west. West, default, throw, new unsupported operation exception, don't know how to handle stop direction. Nice. Okay, so now let's do that. Yay! Okay, so all those tests passed. How about all the other ones? Yay, more stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get a Google Hangout open here, and so to finish up what you're doing, let's share where we're at. Yeah, where it's at. Sorry, I cannot think with this music going on. Yeah, no more jobs. no
it's
video
either
for
him
this,
or
though.
me. So I'm heading out the back door and in the other side. Gonna eat the cherries up and take
Okay.
them all for a ride.
Oh, wow. How do we only get a minute 38 seconds in that song? Okay, somebody put us out of our misery by joining the Google Hangout, please. Yeah? Anybody? Everybody find it on Google Plus? Link? Come on, somebody be brave. Show us what we've done so far. Oh, got the up chin cam there. It's not pleasant to look at. There we go. That's not pleasant to look at either. Okay. Sorry, what was I going to do here? Oh yeah, I was going to commit my code. Oh, I got to branch it though. No? Nobody? Okay. No, can I not? Yeah, I was going to say, okay, that's how I share the screen. It's weird that, like, the Google Hangout interface is different when you just start a Hangout as opposed to, like, when you invite people to a meeting with a Hangout. I don't know. Nope. Not letting you join, or? Oh, there we go. Oh, you share the screen. So up here in the three dots, of course, you say share screen. It's weird. There's completely, yeah. There's like a completely different version of Hangouts like that we had office hours on. Yeah. Well, he's got to share the right thing there. It says go to IntelliJ. No, don't stop. It was cool. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So we didn't get very far, actually.
Actually, is your microphone on?
No.
Okay. Can it be?
Oh, maybe.
In which case, I'll try to mute my speakers. How did this work last time? Okay. Or not. Sorry, where's my Google Hangout? Okay, well, walk us through.
All right, I'll just say what we have. We have two classes. We have a Pac-Man class, and all it has is a X coordinate, Y coordinate, and a direction. Very
Okay.
basic.
Yep.
And then we made a keyboard class, and all we did was try to get set up. So we have a constructor. The constructor is looking at an array, a string array, filling it with asterisks, and we're throwing a Pac-Man right in the middle of it with a little mouse pointing to the left, basically.
Okay.
And that is pretty much all we got done. We started working on movement, and then this one.
Okay. Nice. Any tests? It doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. So yeah, not TDD yet. That's cool. Okay. Where do you want to take it next?
We kind of were talking about getting hung up on how to get everything to move to the team.
Okay.
And stuff. We've done something like this before in another programming language, so we're trying to remember how to move that. You actually like every time you like to move forward. So how do you have like an implementation where it's just keep going? So we're going to think about putting in the while loop, and every time a tick went by, it would take probably the same point of time, like a second or something like that.
Yeah.
It would update this position and that's what we're thinking.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome. Cool. Any questions for them? People brave enough to go first? Right on. Okay. Golf clap. Nice. Anybody else want to share what they've done? No? Still need some more time? Okay. Actually, how about you stop sharing, and I will, as a matter of fact, we probably don't need the Hangout anymore, because I'll show what I've done. Yeah. Oops. Click. There you go. Good. Okay, actually, let me go back to sound there and get my, there we go.
As soon as I got started with it, you shared the actual like GitHub repo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Set up and then batteries.
Oh, bummer. Okay. When I get home. Okay. Here's what I did. Let's see here. Actually, you can probably read that. Okay, you don't need the don't need presentation view. Okay, so I did TDD because I don't know any other way. Actually, no, I do know another way. I don't like it as much. So it's all on the video. I didn't exactly. This wasn't the first one that I wrote. This is probably like the most degenerate one. It's like, hey, I'm creating a game board. And for my tests, I want to be able to describe that game board like with a string to make it readable. So right now, my game board object has a constructor that takes a string. And so if you try to create a board with no Pac-Man, you get an illegal argument exception. So I've got a test that passes that. And then I was like, okay, I think I'll need to know the position of my Pac-Man. And so then I create a game board with just solitary Pac-Man on there, and I make sure that the direction that Pac-Man is facing is west, east, north, and south. So here I use an enum. I think we've seen this before for each of the directions. So this is nice. It's not a string. It's like its own type. So there is a direction there. So I've got all my directions from Pac-Man there. And now the next thing was I want to get Pac-Man moving. So I create a new game board with like Pac-Man with an empty space next to it, and when it ticks, so the next time Pac-Man moves, I expect that the game board then has Pac-Man moved over one to the left. And so then that passes the same thing for when that Pac-Man is facing east. When you tick, it's now occupying the space to the right. And so I run, and all this stuff passes. Here's the implementation. Where I'm at right now, I think there's a lot more that needs to be done, but I've got a lot more tests to write. And it's okay. I'll write the code once I have a test for it to make sure that the test actually passes. So I store a board, and it's just a character array, which is the state of the board. I think that'll be sufficient. I keep information about my Pac-Man. You guys stored this in a Pac-Man object. I think that makes sense. I might get there. I don't know if I'm right there right now because I only need one of those Pac-Man objects, so I don't know if it really needs its own class or not. But the board knows where Pac-Man is, and so it knows the column and the row, and also which direction Pac-Man is facing. And then when I create a game board, I initialize the board by basically taking this string and converting it into an array. Right now, none of my test cases actually have like a two-dimensional board. They're all one-dimensional. I know, so I know I'll need to evolve this somehow. So I will, but I've delayed that decision until I have a test that causes me to do that. I do know it'll have to be two-dimensional. So the board itself is right now a two-dimensional array, but it's only got one row in it. So maybe that's a little pre-implementation, but I don't know. I guess I could just right now have it implemented as just a character array, or just a string or something like that. But anyway, I think this is okay for now. And then the second thing I do when I create is I locate Pac-Man. So I iterate over the board, and I basically look for the character for Pac-Man, and based on that, I initialize the row, the column, and the direction. And if I don't find Pac-Man, then I throw an illegal argument exception. So that initializes the board and puts it in the right state. So that gets those first handful of tests passing. And then the tick method is the thing that advances Pac-Man. And right now, I haven't implemented any test cases in terms of running into walls or eating pellets or anything like that. So it's really simple right now. So the tick, I always assume that Pac-Man can go in the direction. So I always overwrite the current position with an empty string. And then I say, give me the next row, give me the next column. And then I put the character for Pac-Man in that row and column. And what get next row and get next column does is, get next row, here again, since it's one-dimensional, you can't change rows yet. I don't have a test for that, so it just returns the current row. But get next column, I say, hey, if I'm facing west, then I go to the -1 column. If I'm facing east, go to the next column over. Otherwise, I throw an unsupported operation exception because I don't know what should happen there yet because I don't have a test that exercises it. So this is like one of those TDD things that I do. It's like, hey, unless I'm certain that the test is going to exercise the line of code, I have it blow up because I don't know what's supposed to happen. I think I might know what's supposed to happen, but I like to write a test to say, oh, this is what I expect to happen, have that fail, doesn't meet my expectations, then make it pass. I know that it's doing the right thing. Anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. What do you guys think? Where do you think I should take this next? Like, what's the next test case I should write?
Probably wrapping around to the other side of the board.
Oh, wrap around to the other side of the board? Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so, yeah, like, what does that look like? So,
Probably also having spaces that block.
Pac-Man facing... Oh, and then, yeah, blocks, or walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Pac-Man facing west at the edge of the board, wraps around. So this becomes that. Something like that? Cool. Okay, I may as well implement next. Okay. Awesome. Anyway, so that's how I approach this. I don't know, it's after 8:30. We've really been here for 3 hours? Yeah, time flies when you learn about GWT, huh? Okay. Well, do you want a little bit more time to pair a program, or are we done for tonight? It's okay to be done for tonight. It's done for tonight? Okay, awesome, cool. I'll probably do some more coding on this. I don't know if I'm going to share it with you guys, or, do a screencast or not with you guys, but I'll see you next week. Let me know if you have any questions about projects 4 or 5 in the meantime. Have a great night, everybody.